gucken, ob wir hier irgendwo Krähe finden. Ob wir mit denen reden können.
I'd like to ask a couple of questions about...
I have a couple of questions of my own. What actually happened? Kat said Chertan is dead and Musa's locked up.
It's even more complicated than that. But I don't have time to explain it to you now. I need to ask you a couple of questions.
Go ahead and ask then, but quietly, damn it. I don't want anyone to know about it.
Where were you when Chertan was poisoned?
Where do you think? In my tent. After I helped take him to the infirmary with Musa, I went my own way.
Well, you just went off to have a nap?
No. I doubled the guard, drew up the orders for tomorrow, and made sure nobody was allowed to leave the camp. When something like this happens, people like me have lots to do all of a sudden.
It was you who came to tell us that Chertan had been stabbed, wasn't it? How did you get involved in the first place?
Me? I was close by, that's all. My tent is right below the palisade. And when the two guards found Chertan, they ran to get me.
Hold on. The two guards said otherwise. They said they found Chertan and were discussing what to do when you turned up. By yourself.
Is that what they said? It's possible. I can't remember now. It all happened so fast. And anyway, how am I supposed to remember all this shit? Maybe I heard them and went to see what was going on.
Are you sure you don't want to tell me what really happened?
All right. You want the truth, so I'll tell you the truth. In fact, I really was up top. It's because I had to keep an eye on you.
Me? Why, for Christ's sake?
You really don't know? You may have been given our colours, but you're still a stranger. I didn't want you running around unsupervised. But it seems you're a decent fella, so don't fuck it up now.
Tell me more about the storage space.
What about it? There's a cannon and some powder there. We built it a few days after we arrived because it's a good idea to keep that kind of stuff safe. If it blew up, the whole place would be blown to smithereens. And if someone didn't happen to set fire to it, someone else might have robbed it. Folk are like magpies.
Oh, except for you, the crow.
Very droll. Never heard that one before. Aye, but now I'll ask you something. Who do you think did it?
Well, it's too soon to be certain. So everyone is a suspect. To tell the truth, there's something about your story that doesn't feel right.
My story? Fuck. Henry, why would I want to kill Chertan?
I don't know. I'm just saying that everyone is a suspect.
Well, you better be fucking certain before you try landing me in the shit. Got that?
I've been doing a lot of thinking about Chertan's murder.
What's that got to do with me?
Well, it was just that I found a couple of interesting things in your tent. Isn't there something you should tell me?
No, and get off my back.
Calm down. If I wanted to snitch on you, I'd go straight to Kat's without bothering to ask you any questions.
Well, let's say you might have a point. What was it you said?
You know something about the murder, don't you?
Maybe a little, but I don't want word to get out, all right?
Why would anyone kill Chertan anyway?
Maybe it wasn't about Chertan. Maybe someone wanted to do something in the ammunition store, but Chertan turned up, so he had to kill him.
In the ammunition store? What would anyone be doing there?
Trying to blow it sky high.
What? What good would that do anyone?
It might make him very rich. Let's say Sigismund has a lot of enemies who are planning something big. It'll start in Italy, I hear, and it'd come in very handy if someone gave the king a setback before that. He'd lose allies there, and here his camp goes to shit. There's sure to be dozens of saboteurs all over the Empire, just like the one here.
I should probably report you. I've got a much better idea. Let's say I'm not a great supporter of Sigismund. What if we were to help each other out?
That doesn't sound bad. Let me finish my work. We can put the blame for Chertan's murder on Grozaf. I can't stand that fucker anyway.
What, accusing an innocent man? But he'll be executed.
Better him than me. So, can we make a deal?
And what if I refuse?
It's a bit late for that now. I have a poisonous plant here. Take it and put it in the chest in Grozaf's tent. At the trial, we'll say he used it to poison Chertan. And if you don't want to end up like Chertan, you'd do well not to mention me to anyone. Is that clear?
Mal gucken, was ist? Ob ich mit Catherine reden kann, was die darüber meint, oder ob ich sogar jetzt eventuell zu Jischka gehen kann und ihn darüber berichtet, was er davon hält. Ob wir jetzt die Kanone selber benutzen wollen oder ob es besser ist, die Kanone zu zerstören.
Can I ask you something? There's something I've been wondering about for a while.
And do you know there's something I've wanted to ask you for a long time too?
What did I come here for?
Go ahead. I have nothing to hide.
All right then. You know, I don't know that much about you. Where are you from? What about your family?
I grew up in Skalitz. It was a small mining town on the Sasau River. My father was a blacksmith.
Was?
Was. One day Sigismund's army came, and now he's dead. I managed to escape, but my father, Ma, Bianca...
I'm sorry. I didn't want...
No, it's all right. I ran, and our master, Sir Radzig Kobyla, took me into his service. And then it turned out that my father was not actually my father, but Radzig was.
What?
I know, it's a bit complicated. Well, and here I am, in the service of a lordling who always has one foot in jail.
I reckon each of us has a cross to bear. It's just some people can talk about it, and others can't. I'm sorry about what happened to you, believe me. I mean it. But I admire you for telling me. I don't think I could have done so. Thank you.
I already told you everything about me. So what about you? Will you tell me now where you met Zizka? What brought you together?
I'm sorry, but I just can't. Please don't take it the wrong way, but don't ask me about this.
So what do you know about Zizka's past?
I don't know what to tell you about him. After all, you can just ask him yourself, can't you?
All right. But what's it like working for him?
It's liberating. Yeah, that's the right word. It's bloody liberating. He's definitely not a bastard who would betray you for coin, if that's what you're wondering.
Good to know.
Aye, Jan is simply a man who goes after what he wants with a sword in his hand. If he ever wants to kill you, he will.
Kann er aber
But
nicht.
not by
Zu
stabbing
schwach.
you in the back.
Ich hab mir
Trust me on that.
one-punched.
We have to talk.
I hope it's important. The less we're seen together, the better.
Oh, you bet it's important. Someone poisoned Chertan, the Cuman's commander.
All right. That is bad. Damn it! You're not involved in this, are you?
No. But I have to find the murderer. Kat said he won't set off for Sedlets until it's cleared up.
That old sod. He's never gonna get off that lazy arse of his.
I think I know how Chertan was poisoned.
Good work, Henry. You're too smart to be a soldier. But like every man, you prefer boasting to hard work. Go and find that murderer so we can get out. Shishka is waiting for us.
Well,
Gucken, ob ich jetzt mal eben zu Jischka reisen kann. Weil die haben ja gesagt, es dauert 2 Tage.
Watch it. You'll get soaked.
oh, that's a good thing, though.
Das wäre doch eigentlich... Oh, ist irgendwie verschenktes Potenzial jetzt, finde ich gerade. Das wäre doch so cool, wenn du jetzt mit denen nach unseren Ermittlungen sagen kannst, okay, so ist Phase, das ist das. Jetzt haben wir diese Möglichkeit oder diese Möglichkeit. Ne? Entweder das Ding mit zerstören, wir unterstützen den Typen, oder wir klauen das Teil halt. Warum können wir uns da mit niemandem beraten? Oder hängt ja auch einer?
Now you'll learn that the church is rotten. Hear what Master Yadhu... To success!
Okay. Ach, es steht eine Entscheidung an. Wie machen wir es? Bereite dich darauf vor, Muster beim Prozess zu verteidigen. Hinterlasse gefälschte Beweise in Grossers Zelt. Ah.
Greetings.
He's over there, just dealing. Hey, guard! Catchpole! Where is everyone?
What?
A
Surrender
thief!
at once.
Catch him!
I surrender!
Now I'll show you. Felt like steel. Return what you stole.
Ah.
Mutt!
You shouldn't be walking around.
I'd like to ask a...
I have a... Go ahead.
Where were...
When... No, when some...
It was... Hold on. They said...
And anyway...
Are you sure?
Or...
Me?
You read... But it's...
Tell me...
What if it... And...
Oh.
Very... Aye.
Well,
What?
I don't know.
Well...
I've been...
What's...
Well,
Not...
calm down.
Well...
You know...
Maybe...
Why would...
Mate...
In the...
Try...
What?
It might... Let... And it... There's...
Let's...
Let...
What a kid.
So...
But there's one... The storeroom doesn't...
Ah, with a bit of fur, I have... Really? Oh.
Can I ask...
And
Go ahead.
all right, where are you?
I grew...
What?
Was. I'm a...
I'm so.
No, I...
What?
Well...
I reckon, but I
So what do you know...
don't.
All right.
It's he's.
Good to know.
If you.
Why, will you tell me...
I'm pleased.
We have...
I hope.
You...
All right. You're not
No.
that old. Good, but like she's going.
Schwierig. In welche Richtung gehe ich? Lassen wir das Ding hochgehen? Oder klauen wir das Teil?
Shouldn't be out here and all.
Huh? Wait. Hatten wir nicht gerade zwei Möglichkeiten?
I'm in no mood for nonsense, so no messing about. Got it?
Ah, don't worry. I'm a saint.
Wo ist denn jetzt die Krähe? Ach. Sorry. Oh, nochmal neu. Ich möchte beide Möglichkeiten haben, dann abspeichern und wenn mir halt die eine Richtung nicht gefällt, machen wir die andere.
Like to...
Go ahead.
Where...
When... When some...
It was you... Hold on. They said...
And anyway...
Are you sure?
Or...
Me?
You really... But it's...
Tell me...
What if it... And...
Oh.
Very... Aye.
Well...
What?
I don't know.
Well...
I've been doing it.
What's no,
Calm down. You.
mate?
Why would it?
Mate,
In the
try.
What?
It might. Let's and it. There's.
Let's.
Let me.
What?
So
And what if I?
it's a. I have a. And it.
Okay, jetzt haben wir das noch. Wow, Tollkirche erhalten. Damit sollen wir den jetzt... So, jetzt nochmal mit Catherine reden. Dann gehen wir wieder hoch und dann speichern wir ab.
Can I?
And
Go ahead.
all right, where are you?
I grew up.
What?
Was.
Aber nicht, dass wir dann jetzt Wort gegen Wort sozusagen
What?
stehen.
Well.
I
Ne, wenn wir
reckon,
jetzt
but
dann
I
den,
So what do you know?
I don't.
All right.
It's he's.
Good to know.
If
Krähe
you,
verraten, dass er sagt, nee, nee.
I already told
Wir
you
sind
everything
das im
about me. Will you
Endeffekt.
tell-
please.
Und er platziert dann in unserer Truhe irgendwie was.
We have.
I hope.
You.
All right. You're
No.
that all
I think.
good work, but like she's going.
Well.
Wir müssen auf die Kuh antworten. Ah, er spricht ja mit uns, also müssen wir,
cause any trouble.
I'm
müssen wir
just
auch
passing
zurück
through.
antworten.
Keep up the good work, Master Guard.
Okay, dann machen wir mal.
Go away.
The investigation is more.
You're in luck. Sir Stibor is tired after his journey. But get a move on. I'll try to get you one more.
Right. I found out all I could. I reckon I'm as ready for the trial as I'll ever be.
My word, you're bristling with confidence. We still have some time, so in the meantime...
Well then, gentlemen. I understood from your letter roughly what happened, and I trust we can settle the matter quickly and quietly. But before we get started, I have to say you've disappointed me, Sir Grosov. King Sigismund placed his trust in you, but you don't seem to be up to the task.
That's not true. I took a few tattered tents and turned them into a proper military camp. Everything here is as it should be.
Only your soldiers seem to die from time to time, eh?
There are always problems, but as you can see, I can deal with them. We caught Musa of Mali in the act. You just need to pronounce judgment.
Musa is innocent.
Christ, Henry, be quiet.
And who might you be?
That is Henry, sir. One of my best soldiers. He just doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut.
Let him speak then. I'm sure he has something very important to tell us. Tell me, lad, why is Musa innocent, in your opinion?
Well, that's simple, sir. Musa was with me and Commander Katz at the time when Chertan was stabbed.
That doesn't prove anything.
Do you think I stabbed him? From afar?
Musa of Mali will remain silent until I personally ask him a question.
Katz and the boy were drunk. Musa could easily have disappeared for a while. Nobody would have noticed him in the dark anyway.
I find that hard to believe. But if it wasn't Musa, who did kill Chertan?
Chertan was killed by our corporal, Stephen, known as Crow.
What? Me? Fucking hell, Henry.
Crow? That one with the mustache?
That's right, sir. He's Katz's right-hand man. I bet they're both mixed up in it.
Nobody asked for your opinion, but I am eager to hear yours, lad. And start at the beginning. What happened that night by the powder store, by your reckoning?
Crow tried to break into the store to steal powder, but Chertan caught him in the act. A fight broke out, and that's how it ended.
What nonsense! Where's your proof?
I spoke to the guards who were on duty that night. They told me when they found Chertan's body, Crow just turned up all of a sudden. But he tried to tell me that the guards called him.
Is that all you've got against me? The testimony of two drunks? What if they did it and are trying to put the blame on me?
Those two didn't do anything. The blood's on your hands.
Stop all this shouting! Listening to peasants like you two is painful, so keep it short and to the point. What happened next? You carried Chertan to the infirmary? Isn't that right, Sir Musa?
Yes, sir. There, I gave him wine to drink, and I prepared to stitch his wounds, but he died before I could.
It seems someone poisoned the poor fella.
Crow definitely poisoned the wine. Maybe Musa turned his back, and at that moment, he poured it into the goblet.
What do you think of that, Sir Musa?
It is not impossible. I had to go and get clean bandages and water to wash the wounds.
You're not gonna take this seriously, are you? Ha! Even if that happened to be true, where would I have got the poison?
You brewed it yourself. I found rosewater, nails, and oak bark in your tent. Stuff used to brew a poison called Kiss of Death. And that's exactly what was used to kill Chertan, sir.
You fucker! I don't have any of those things!
That's enough! I've heard all I need to know. Katz, I hereby convict that corporal of yours for murder.
What?
Sir Grossoff, have a gallows erected.
Leave me alone!
Don't make this harder than it need be. We could have you tortured, too.
You whoresons! Just try and catch me!
You're a dead man.
Well, Lord Stieberitz, I'd say we've cleared everything up.
True. Get rid of the body outside the camp. He doesn't deserve to be buried with soldiers who fell for the king. And I apologize to you, Sir Musa, for all this unpleasantness.
My head will remain on my shoulders. That is the main thing.
You needn't have been afraid of that. Your sort get hanged. It's a waste of a blade.
I wouldn't laugh so much if I were you. You aren't up to running the camp. Under these circumstances, I can't let you remain here unsupervised.
What? I didn't do anything.
Exactly. And look where your inaction brought us. I will take command for the moment.
You can't do that.
Indeed, I can. And much more besides. I will live in
Bin
the
ich auch
royal...
froh, als der Mord passiert ist und wir die Möglichkeit hatten, mit Katz drüber zu sprechen und dann entscheiden mussten, ob wir jetzt den Schuldenbrief zeigen, ob wir das machen oder das, dass wir da den das erste offensichtliche mit dem Schuldenbrief nicht gemacht haben.
Tent. I'm sure Cats will be happy to leave it to me.
It's all yours. We won't be staying much longer anyway, will we, Henry?
As you command, sir.
Then I do command, soldier. Go and pack.
Have I got time to stop by the baths? There's something I need to sort out there.
All right, but hurry. I don't intend to make the journey in the dark just because you want to dip your wick one last time.
When I get back to the monastery, I'll put in a word.
Mann, jedes Mal laufe ich hier falsch.
I'm in no mood for
Prügeln die sich hier schon wieder? Oder was stehen die da so rum? Ja, da prügeln sich welche.
It's happening. The Praggers are leaving for Sedlets.
At last, I won't have to wash the Cumans' asses anymore.
Tell Zizka everything, so they're ready for the ambush.
I will. But be careful once it all starts. I wouldn't want Dry Devil blowing your brains out by mistake.